Well, back over here and in the area, so stopped by to check out the 10-acre pond that I worked on a couple years ago. Ended up clearing that hillside off up there, and if you remember, this pond dam was probably about 10 or 12 feet wide and about to bust right there where it was washed out. Ended up stumping that hillside, cutting all that dirt out and widening the pond dam to turn it into a road, and putting a nice soft slope on the back slope and redoing the overflow. If you remember, it had about 8 different pipes put in it, and they were all failing, clogged up. So ended up putting a 12-foot concrete riser and 36-inch pipe going through here. And he says to this day it has never gone through the spillway. It's gotten up to that first bar right there, so about 8 inches high pouring in there. But this one's actually bigger than Jeff's. This is a, I think Jeff's is a 4x4, but we just have a 24-inch pipe. This one has a 36 to handle the volume, and definitely a lot deeper. But I love the look of the water falling in there. Put some rock right here, so it's always easy to be able to walk down there. As you get big logs and chunks like that, you can grab them, take them off, because that's what you don't want going down in there, because it stops it up and keeps it from, you know, clogs the pipe up. The drain doesn't do any good if it's stopped up. But he said it's never gone through the spillway. Walk down here and check it out. Then we'll go down there and look at the pipe where it comes out. But it really hasn't rained, so this pond always had a large amount of flow coming into it. That's why he really wanted that big overflow system and the big spillway right here if we get a hurricane. I mean, we've already been through several 4 or 5 inch rains, and he said it's never come up enough to go through here. So, but it is set up where, you know, once that comes up a foot, it's going to be going through here, because that's pretty much handling all it can be. All right, let's go down here and check out the pipe where it goes out. Then we'll go up there and check out the head section that I dredged all that stuff out of and smeared into the hillside. It doesn't look like anything's moved. I can see where the water's been all the way up there, like literally to the base of that tree up top. I took some big chunks of concrete and wedged it up under there for a nice dissipator pad, and you can see how much the leaves and everything's moved. So that's been like 3 feet deep in there. So good system. Glad it's working out well. And here's the head section. If you remembered, it was so overgrown and dead trees and everything out there, like 150 feet, you couldn't even see the pond. So other than that one little shallow spot right there, literally all I did was just come in here and just scrape all the trees off and smeared those into the hillside over there so that it didn't look like a big overgrown swamp. But yeah, definitely it ain't very deep, but you know, surface area for water makes it look a lot better. Time to do a little burning. So I'm gonna take the grading bucket off, put the digging bucket back on so I can use the thumb, go in there and see if I can't get a fire started in the pile. All right, so I got a paper bag, 2 little pizza boxes, not quite a gallon of cherry Kool-Aid, and about 3 gallons of used motor oil. Everybody says can't get a fire going with that, so yeah, I'm gonna prove him wrong. I just need to take the excavator and push this out of the way so I can get to right there. Then I'll set up the time lapse, and you'll watch a fire get started. Fire's catching up now. I didn't want to sit there and kill my camera with a time lapse. That's starting to get hot in there now. I'm gonna keep piling stuff on top of it. Well, to my surprise, it's getting nice and hot now. All that dry wood is finally catching up, and I'm just kind of piling these wet stumps on top of it, letting them dry out some. They'll get some heat in them, start burning, and I'll just kind of keep restacking everything on top of it. Well, I went and worked on another project for about 3 hours, came back over here, and the fire has burnt down well. So I'm gonna jump on the excavator, restack everything, and let it burn down tonight. Well, it looks like I got back here at like the perfect time. It burned down good, but now it needs all these stumps and logs piled back on top to continue burning it throughout the night. And then probably a couple more stack ups tomorrow. And this stuff will really disappear. Get all the stumps on there. They are going to take the longest to burn, as wet as all that stuff is. Just kind of got to pick through here, grab some brush, stumps, get it all piled up so at least it can burn, dry out, all that jazz. Might just get pushed over into the woods. Alright, let me pick through this and I'll go around the other side and get that restacked. You'll probably be able to see a little bit better then. Take these right here that have had time to dry out, pile them up in the center. They've had time to dry and therefore they are going to burn better. Knock a little dirt off that. Pile some more of this stuff on top of it. Good hot fire. I'm actually surprised the stuff is burnt better than I thought it would. Those dead trees and everything that I rigged at the start with played a big role in it though. About being able to get a good fire going at a hot spot. All right, let me keep kind of rounding some of this stuff up, and then we'll get to the other side. And well, I was able to get that restacked pretty quickly. Let that burn down tonight. I'll swing back by here tomorrow, restack everything. I should burn the majority of that up, and I'll stack it up again probably a couple more times, and then take everything with a grading bucket and just spread it over there in the cut over, mix it all in, and get rid of whatever's left. Looks like my fire's burnt down good. I'm gonna take the excavator, go down there and restack that, and that should burn down pretty good tonight. And that's going to be a wrap. Got everything picked up, put on there. That should burn down, and maybe stack it one more time. If not, it's going over there in the cutover, probably what's going to happen. So let's call it a day. Okay, let's get this done. Looks like everything burnt down well. Got the machine warming up. I'm gonna go down there and rake through all that, toss it back over there to the cutover, and then put the grading bucket on, slick everything up, and this lot will be completed. Working on the ashes now, kind of getting those cleaned up and then transferred down here, just trying to mix some dirt in with it, and the roots that I had piled up so that it won't be so dusty. But this first scoop right through the main pile of the fire, it's always going to be pretty dusty. Luckily there's a pretty decent little wind to take some of that over there and it not be so bad here on top of where I'm working. Just kind of keep trying to mix some of this wet stuff around the fire, kind of into it, and what that'll do is mix in there and kind of help calm the dust down a little bit. I'm going to use the digging bucket. I don't need high-speed tracks. Let's see if I can scoop this without eating too much dust. I'm just trying to sit here and keep transferring this back while mixing dirt in there with it. Oh, I'm going to eat some dust on this one. All right, well, let me get this stuff cleaned up over there in the woods. I'll probably put the grading bucket on and then run through here and slick all this up and pull that last little bit up. I just wanted to use this bucket for right now because if I need the thumb or something like that, I can still use it. This is the old machine, so I can't use both of them at the same time. Well, that was dusty, and then it finally got all mixed together, but I got all the ashes raked over here into the cutover. I'm gonna go put on the cleanup bucket now and run over all that, just kind of slick all that up and clean the tracks off. Be ready to take this over there to Jeff's lot in the morning. So put the grading bucket on, kind of running down here and slicking all this stuff up, skimming that last little bit of stuff up from the burn pile and transferring it down here. This would have been a little faster with the track loader, but I had to take it to Jeff's project to do all those driveways, and this will work. Just take a little bit of extra time to clean all this up, but we'll get it all skimmed up and over here into the area where I'm wasting all this stuff. Then I'm gonna clean this machine up and it will get moved over there to Jeff's stuff tomorrow, where I can kind of stack that brush to burn it. 330 is going to set a bridge for Justin. I haven't even posted the previous video clips, but that's the plan. Then I'm not exactly sure where the 330 is going. Might go back out to Jeff's. Just kind of got there's a whole lot going on up here. You got like 8 projects to do here, and I don't know which order they need to be done. bit of that. Some big, well, I wouldn't say any tremendously big jobs, but some good projects. Definitely going to be a pretty lot right here though. Some good topsoil. Should be able to grow some decent stuff. Told them once they get the foundation in, I can come back here with the skid steer and cut the driveway in till they know where they want to put the house. There's no need to even do a driveway because stuff changes. No need to do it twice, so I'm gonna keep pushing this stuff over here and then clean the machine off and go work a little bit more at Jeff's house. And that's a wrap. This lot is done. All those ashes are cleaned up and moved over there into the woods. Got this cleaned up, and I'll come in here, figure out where the house wants to go, dig the footings, and I'll come in here and put the driveway in, cut some dirt out, backfill everything, and make it look nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean the tracks off and get this ready to move out of here tomorrow.